I'm back. So I decided to go ahead and do one more cup while I'm out here. I'm already out here. I got stuff going on. And that Calypso glitter from Glitter Chimp. I am going to give a shout out to them. Glitter Chimp, Calypso. You basically color shift, fine. Yeah, I'm going to do another cup because this is beautiful. God, like a green, blue. Reminds me of the Emerald City and Dorothy and Oz. So what we're going to do is, since I'm already geared up, pretty much got my mask and gloves on, we're going to do another cup. So I've prepped this cup. Basically, you can see I sanded off the outside of it, and now I'm just taking some isopropyl alcohol, going over it and cleaning it really well. And we're going to attempt to do this mug. So it's just a coffee mug, but it's a cute little mug, and I thought it already is painted black. Usually you do a base coat, usually either closest to the color that you're gonna do, they say. So since we're already black, I don't have to paint this. So I thought, well, let's do a Calypso cup and see how this sucker turns out. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? It looked like crap and I take it back off and yeah, do it in something else. So, alright, now that we've put alcohol on it and cleaned it off, let that dry a second. So, put my alcohol back. So I'm going to do one more cup tonight, and then I'm going to call it a night. I've already got my epoxy done and mixed up. Got my glitter ready to go. So we're just going to apply it by hand, just like we did the other cup over here that is sitting here. So I've already heated this up, so it'll go on really quick. And then I've got my molds over there sitting in front of the heater, so they'll probably dry pretty quick. So yeah, beautiful cup. Oh, looks like it's still a little wet. Okay, you don't want to touch them by hand because the oils from your hands, if they get on the cup, will actually prevent, I guess, the glitter and epoxy from sticking. So we're going to do just the epoxy method. We're just going to apply it directly onto the cup. So here we go. And this is a really pretty glitter. That's why I thought, well, let me make this cup really pretty. And let's put some epoxy on it. What's the worst that can happen? It turn out like crap and I have to strip it. Let's hope not. We're not using a lot of epoxy tonight, so we're just going to apply a thin layer. Ooh, that is so pretty. I don't know if you can see it. So we're just taking a little bit, putting it up at the bottom of the cup here, pulling it around the side, and letting it go down. We're just covering the cup with it. It's a very thin layer. So what we'll do is we'll do that on all of it. Ooh, I like this color. If you are a Wizard of Oz fan, you will definitely like this color. And if you're not, you may even find you like this color. So, just apply the epoxy with the glitter, slide it over the edge, and smear it down the side. And this is how you apply epoxy without a cup turner. I know some people don't have patience for it, but you work with what you got, which is right now not a cup turner. So now's the fun part. We're getting over to the arm of the, or the handle of the cup, of the mug, I should say. Cup, mug, it's the same thing. Now, I've never applied epoxy to an arm or a handle. I don't think it can be that hard. Like I said, we're just doing a thin layer tonight. I just wanted to see how it would turn out, because honestly it was really pretty earlier when I was messing with it. So yeah. Alright, so let's see if we can smear this in the handle. I did sand this down and clean it with alcohol before I applied this, because the epoxy seems to stick better according to most people in the craft world and YouTube and everywhere else I've read, to a surface that is already scuffed up and has the coating taken off of it. Alright, so I'm just working around this handle. I'm going to make the handle same color as the cup. So we're just going to fill it in. We're even going to go to the inside here. Never done this. First time for everything. We're just going to smear it all over it. Like I said, we're just doing a thin layer tonight. We're not putting a thick layer on it. If you really wanted to, you could put a really thick layer on, so you don't have to apply multiple layers, but because I only can do it by hand, it makes it harder. So I don't know if I would apply a really thick layer on here or not. I haven't done it. This is my third cup. Three. And I've never done crafts before, so, but I'm trying something new. We all should try new stuff. Don't be afraid to try new things. It's always sometimes funner when you learn new things. Alright. You know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to stick my finger in and pull some epoxy out. Whoop. And put it around the handle here. It is an awkward area. So, if you're on here, say hi. Then I could say hi back. Otherwise, I'm just talking to thin air and talking to myself in the phone. Hee. Alright, that is really pretty. I don't know if you can see it. But yeah, looks really, really, really nice. So we'll put some more epoxy up here top. Kind of has an indentation on the top here. So I'm going to kind of fill it in with this epoxy to give it a flatter level. And just to add more of that glitter to it. I'm just smoothing it out right now. Hey Tracy. Long time no hear from. My God, it's been since almost college. Thank you. Girl, this is only my third cup I've done. Literally. So, I just saw this color earlier and thought, you know what, this will look really pretty on that black cup I have prepped over there. Alright, so I'm going to put a little more on the bottom here because everywhere I've read, these corners, basically the edges, are the hardest to get the epoxy on. So they're definitely fun. Like I said, I don't have a cup turner right now, so I'm doing mine by hand. So if you got a Cricut or something like that, it would be really simple, but like with the cup turners, they sit there and turn it for you, versus like me, I'm doing it by hand, and the cup turners would turn it, but I didn't want to spend money. Like I said, I didn't want to spend money on a cup turner right now if I didn't like doing this. So far I do like doing it. It's pretty fun. It's pretty cool to see what you can create. I mean, I see what other people create, but you're like, I don't know. I think to myself, it's pretty interesting. So, yes, this is a coffee mug. It's like a 12 ounce, and it was black, but now it is beautifully calypsoed. So, yeah, figure I'd do a coffee mug. I already had one sitting there prepped on my stand here. So, and it's a color shift, so I see, like right now, I'm seeing turquoise. And then that way I see green. That way I see blue and green. So like I said, it reminds me of the Wizard of Oz. Like that really pretty emerald with blue in it. So now I just take the sides, and you can literally just go along and just rub it until it's tacky. And then once it's tacky, then that means the epoxy is setting up. So, and then I could set it on my holder. I can probably get you one of those. Or I can make you one. So I'm just going around it, kind of wiping the excess off, just to kind of make sure it's all smooth. It is a little time consuming by doing it by hand, because like I said, the cup turners do help, but I'm working with what I got. So how's things going for you, Tracy? Yeah, definitely. I got me a Cricut machine, or Cricut, or however you pronounce it. I think most people say Cricut. To me, looks like Cricut. But anyway, got me a Cricut machine the other day, so hopefully I'll be able to apply decals on this. I got to figure out how to use it though. Gotta love YouTube. So, alright, well I think I'm done with this cup right now. So I'm going to sit it over here on the holder and let it dry overnight along with my other cup that I finished doing, because it looks like it's pretty good on its. Probably can use a little bit more in the middle. I work at St. John's now. I'm in their ENT department. I do all their allergy and triage. So, been there for, it'll be 4 years actually here, coming up at the end of 1st of February. So, which is nice. I love my job. Love the doctors I work for, manager, everything. So as you can see, it's getting a little tacky now, so it makes it harder to smooth. It kind of leaves a little bit, especially if you have a lot more clumped up in areas. So I think I'm gonna leave this alone for right now, just because I can always apply a second layer, and then I can always sand it down before I put my next layer on. And then that doesn't affect it at all. You use like 3M 220 paper, sandpaper on it, and it just takes enough off of it that basically your next layer will adhere to it really well. And especially if you're going to put a decal on it, they say go ahead and sand it down, and then sand it down, put the layer on, sand this layer down once it's completely dry and cured with the 220 sandpaper, and then use just alcohol, clean it back off, and then basically you're ready to go again for your last layer of epoxy. You can put a decal on at that time. You can do a water slide. You can do, I watched a lady do heat transfer on one of these. She used heat transfer vinyl, so that was pretty cool. She put her decal on, took her heat gun, put the decal on, heated it up, and then peeled it right off, and it stuck to it. So I thought that was really neat, that you could heat transfer decals onto your cups versus doing the sublimation. You can even do water slides, I found out. Water slides is another easy, simple thing to put on your cups. So, alright, well this one's pretty good, except for that spot right there. That's all creeping down. So yeah, it's a really pretty cup. I know my lighting isn't the greatest right now, so there we go. And then shifts to blue, to green. So it's really pretty. So alright, well if you guys have any questions or anything, leave a comment. I'll get back to you. Otherwise, I'm going to get out of here. So y'all have a good night. I will talk at you later. Bye.